Okay.
Yeah.
Well, is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
chair
yeah.
in the frame?
Yes, we are on the frame, I think. If not, that would be even better.
Where I'm from, the chairs are broken, so you can move them.
They have buses in Brazil?
Sometimes. Usually we just run. Or
How is public transport in Brazil?
is it public? Usually not. Really? It's usually a company that owns it.
But your country is huge. Okay, we're recording from Russia, but
But yeah, well,
Yeah.
taking into account the size, the average size of the countries on the planet, it is pretty big. Yeah, it is.
so you need like to be able to go from A to B.
Yes, we do.
So,
Yeah.
but you can't.
No, most of the time. No, yeah.
So you just stay at home because.
Not really. We just go outside and hunt what we hunt. Jaguars. That's jaguars.
Oh,
I guess. Yeah, there's always something happening, right?
Cut.
There you go. And now it would raise a little more. Yeah,
I make sure that it's actually recording.
that would be fun.
Oh, it's not.
What about public transport in Holland?
So spontaneous.
How is it in Holland? I mean, it's easier to make a bike than a person. Statistically.
But it's not difficult to make a person, really.
I know,
It
but
takes
it's even
time.
easier to. It doesn't take 9 months to make a bike.
Wow.
I mean, unless you're a very big bike maker. But then,
We are very, how to say it, pedantic about our bicycles. But public transport in Holland. There's bicycles, so just take one.
it's everywhere. It doesn't have a
I mean,
name on
it's
it.
like
It
in
doesn't matter.
Brazil you have a lot of trees. So, okay, take a tree and, okay.
I don't think that's how it works, but yeah, okay, sure.
Why not?
Well, you can't really use a tree once you cut it. You can't move the tree from.
You can make things.
Yeah, but then the tree is not a tree anymore. It's a thing. You can't make a cat out of a bicycle.
Schrodinger's bike.
Or a
It's a
chair.
bicycle.
But
it's
it
not.
isn't until you check. This is a very weird thing as well, this Schrodinger thing. I still don't understand it completely, but
You read a lot about philosophy.
it doesn't mean I understand everything.
But you know, everybody knows Schrodinger's cat.
Yes,
It's in
but,
the box.
yes, and there's
It's dead. I know the box and the cat thing.
yes. So there's a box and there's a cat, right?
Yeah.
And then there's I don't know uranium
Why?
because it's radioactive, so it emits particles.
The box.
No, the
Cat.
uranium. No,
Where-
they're unrelated. There are many parts,
Okay,
right? There are many parts.
Box, cat.
There's
Cat's
a box
in
and
the
a cat.
yes.
Yeah, the cat sits inside the box. And then there's a different box. Let's call it the circle, right? So there's the box here, which is a parallelogram, and then there's the circle, right? And then in the circle there is uranium.
Okay.
So if the uranium emits the radiation and it makes the Geiger counter move,
Yeah.
the poison is released and the box and the cat dies.
Why so complicated?
I don't know if it's uranium. It's probably not uranium because I don't think
But,
it's that easy to come by. It's probably some cheaper shit like polonium, like this stuff Russians used to make tea, right?
It would be like more practical to just invite a person and a jar of Marmite. And if this person likes the Marmite,
The
cat will die.
The cat will die. Well, but the idea is that you can determine if the person likes Marmite before.
Yes.
You can call them. You can ask their wives, hey, has your husband ever done anything insane with this life? Oh yeah, he has eaten Marmite. I'm shocked. If I understand it correctly, there's also the possibility that this is not how it works.
wait, but okay,
Yeah.
now I understand the
Just
experiment,
wrong,
but I don't understand what are we using this for exactly?
You were talking about bikes for some reason, and then you said yes. Schrodinger's bike.
Forget about the bike. But okay, so
Fuck bikes.
I'm concerned about the cat. I mean, like.
But the cat is probably long gone because this is a very old thought experiment. That's that if the cat was put in the box 100 years ago, it probably died of starvation anyway.
But you can't know for sure because of the isotope.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. You don't know for sure if he died of starvation or if he was just really killed by the radiation and the poison and shit. But
Or maybe like the uranium enhanced its longevity.
yeah, maybe it's one of the Superman bullshit cat thing. I forgot the name.
Do you think he actually put Schrodinger? I don't know.
No, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. This is a thought experiment.
Are you sure? Oh wait, I need an analogy for these children trapped in my cellar. So trap a cat in the box.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
radiation. Yeah.
He was from Austria.
Let's call it radiation. I don't know. Heisenberg. Or that sounds
That
Germanic.
sounds like a circle of hell or
It
something.
sounds Germanic to me. I wouldn't trust this kind of people. No.
Wait, but there's a lot of Germanic people in Brazil.
Which is why we are in the trouble we are right now. That's absolutely right.
Scottish independence, what do you think?
Oh, I hope they get it, because it would just completely fuck up the entirety of Great Britain would
But
be
what?
fucked up.
But what? Like what?
The UK is out, but Ireland isn't out of the EU. So what do they do then? They have no fucking clue of
But
what
it's
to do.
already happened.
Yeah, so
So-
I don't know what's happening. I really don't know what the solution was.
There was this,
out of date.
a few months ago. There was news about Northern Ireland. There was like problems or something. But yeah, there's always
Because yeah,
the troubles. Which ones this time?
yeah,
Potato
choose,
thing,
it's
or-
probably a wheel. They just spin it like
Speaking of which,
a wheel. Do you have a wheel?
God, this is going to take a lot of cutting table time.
Are you a crafty person?
No, I'm horrible in general.
Aren't we all?
Aren't we all?
That is
Fun.
it's interesting.
Aren't we all? So,
Jesus.
oh, I hate the fact that I know that I will be like hunched over, like this. It's
At
just
some
like
point, everyone's back is gonna stop working.
You see, that's
anyway.
why I suggested this position.
You guys take the law too seriously. The law is just guidelines. It's just an overall suggestion of how we should behave. It's not really mandatory.
Okay, so we had a device to make circles, but now we have to evenly divide this.
Fold it. It's literally just
This
fold.
show and this smart one. And the other one.
Anywhere you fold, it's a circle. It's gonna be.
Okay.
It's gonna be. If you touch the edges, you have to.
The cat
Or-
dies.
It.
Yeah.
It's a wheel.
It's a wheel.
It's a circle. Yes. And yes.
Yeah.
And it's circular.
You have to perform an action. So.
The action was not
Yeah.
specified.
Okay,
so-
well, fair point. We need something random. Random doesn't exist, but we need something approaching an approximation of random.
A castle.
It's a castle. Okay.
We have a castle.
Well, you said random.
God, your hair is so big.